So I will go now quick breakdown on the trade I'll catch this week. Both trades will take Thursday and also Friday. So these trades were taken on US30. There were long positions. Yes, I had losses a couple days before that, like the day before and the day before that. I had two losses, like two losing days, right? And then now, after those two losing days, I basically made back um, everything that I lost plus profit, right? So if you look over to the left, we can see I started off taking some losses. I think there's more, right? I started off taking some losses, right? So losses them were small, and then um, these two winning trades basically made back everything. Right, so I had two losing days and two winning days, right? So I'm gonna just break down the trades that I took. Those two winning trades that allowed me to make back all my profit, all my losses that I had, right? So those two trades are taken on US30. I'll just give you a quick breakdown on how I got those two trades, right? So first of all, starting off from the weekly time frame, you can see that price came down here and gave us a big rejection, right? I know that all of these strong bullish bearish candlestick that push price all the way down into this area was caused by Trump and all those tariffs he was raising on China. So I know that this was a short term downtrend, right? So the overall move, like I was still looking to take the market back up. I know that this was just fundamental data that caused the market to kind of come down into this level, right? So going on to the daily time frame, what I had saw when I got on the market was that we had basically this support level right here, right? And then we have this resistance level right here, right? So basically we were trading in between these zones, right? So once price breaks above a level of support, right? Let's say I have a level of support. Once price breaks above that level of support, I'm going to look for a price to come back, and then I'm going to look for a price to go to the nearest level of support or resistance above it, right? So in this case, price had broken above support, right? And I was looking to target this next level of resistance right up here, right? So when price rejected this area, I know that price had a high probability of coming back up into this area. So the whole time in between these two zones, I was just looking for buying opportunities, right? Just looking for trades that go with the current trend on the daily time frame, right? So let me just go down to the 4-hour time frame and show you what I saw. So basically, the first trade that I took was around right here, right? And what I saw was the market created this high right here, right? So we had a low, point A, point B, price pullback, made another high, breaking this level of resistance right here, right? All I did was waited for price to come back to this level, right? Once price got to this level right here, and then went down to my lower time frame, right? Went down to my lower time frame because it's a simple break and a retest setup. Saw that price had rejected support right here, right? I didn't got this entry right here. I was a bit late, and this was also 4 a.m. So I don't trade US30 at 4 a.m. in the morning, right? So I got my entry somewhere around here. So let me just show you guys the tool. Yes, so I got my entry somewhere around here, and my target was around this high right here. So my target was around here, but I ended up closing somewhere along here when it was like close to market session close or close to the new day to start. So I just closed out because I didn't want to swap all of that stuff. So I just closed out. I was risking 2% though, so I ended up securing like 3% plus on this trade, right? even though I was only up like 1.5%, right? 1.5 R. I was risking 2%, so I ended up making more than 1.5%, right? I think I made like 3%. Um, that was the first trade that I took, right? So I just got my entry around here. All I did was waited for the market to pull back to this previous level of resistance that was broken, look to see if it would turn into support. Then I got my entry somewhere along here when I saw price pushing up, right? Put my targets at the previous swing high, right? The following trade after that was taken around this level, right? Same stuff, right? We had price broken above this level of support, right? Broken above this level of resistance, right? Because if we look to the left, we see resistance, resistance, support, and also support right here, right? So this zone was valid enough for me to take a trade from. So all I did was waited for price to come back down into this area, right? Wait for price to come back down into this level of support, and all I did, I went on to my lower time frame. I was on the 1 minute, right? And I got my entry somewhere around here, and then when I like click the button, price put me in somewhere up here, right? So let me just draw the tool and show you guys. Oh yeah, so I got my entry somewhere around exactly right here, right? And my stop loss was under the lowest point that the market pushed to, right? And my targets was this area right here. Why this area right here? Because if we look to the left, we can see that price had came up and previously rejected this area, right? So this was my first target, and then this area was my second target right here, right? So just go back. So all I did was waited for price to break and then retest, right, at a level of resistance. Waited for price to break that level, turn it into support. Wait for price to pull back to the level of support, and then I look to take trade back up into a nice area based off of previous structure to the left, right? And this trade was sweet. Like this trade played out um, in a couple of hours. So it was a quick trade. I think I got like a 3.53% off of this trade. It was a quick solid trade, and yeah, these are the two trades that made back what I lost on Tuesday and Wednesday, right? So Tuesday and Wednesday was a losing day for me, and then Thursday and Friday was the day that I made back all my losses. I think I had like 5 or 6 losses in a row, and then like these two big trades made back everything, right? Because my risk management was on point, and my winners were always bigger than my losses, right? So that's the end of this breakdown, and I'll catch you guys in another one.